Welcome to the Ben Buzz. I'm Benny King, and you're listening to Hawkeye State of Mind. And this week, the Iowa Hawkeye football team has a great chance to redeem themselves. Now, we've heard the narratives, and these are correct narratives, where they haven't won a ranked game since 2021. They just lost 3 really tight, close games this season. And it feels like it's just heartbreak after heartbreak. It feels like it just keeps happening now and again and over and over. And now the Iowa Hawkeyes have a chance to go out in Hollywood, out in the Bay Area, and try to steal one on the road against the number 17 USC. Now, the Iowa Hawkeyes have had a little bit of an up and down season. Now, overall, I still think it's a good season, but I feel like it's kind of in the norm of what Iowa does. You beat the good teams, you lose. You beat the bad teams, you lose to the good teams. Now, it's been a little bit different this year, though, because in those games where we played the good teams, it really has felt like we should have won. At least in one of them. I would have liked to have one of them, you know what I mean? Which is why it would be so sweet to get redemption and find a way to win this one, and now we're going on the road. Some of these tough games that we played at home. So we blew out Albany. That was expected. They're FCS, nothing against the Albany team of the Great Danes. I believe they were my dynasty team in Retro Bowl College, if you're aware of that game. Loved Albany in the FCS or the minor league in that game. So I had a soft spot for Albany, so that sucked, but love Albany. And then Iowa State didn't go great. I mean, we went on the road there, lost the last-second field goal. They had a fluky tip to the tight end. That one was heartbreaking, but then blew out UMass. Had a really great fourth quarter against Rutgers. 17 points, a pick, like we score, and all of a sudden it felt like everything was kind of clicking. And then we lost close to Indiana, but Indiana's number 2 in the country. Like, they're number 2. Like, that's a really good loss. And then just desecrated Wisconsin. I mean, somehow found a way to beat Penn State. I don't know how we did that. I mean, we made some mistakes that maybe should have caused us to lose, but Gronowski and the whole team's heroics in the fourth especially really came out on top there. And then Minnesota just absolutely dominated them. And then we had a bye week to get ready for Oregon, and we end up falling at home. And this one felt like it was the most heartbreaking of the 3 losses, because it just kind of feels like one after another, and each time you make excuses, you make compromises, you're like, it's okay, we were in it, we almost had them, where it's just like, but then it keeps happening, it just kind of weighs on you. And if you want to hear more about that, you can always check out my review of that game. I actually spent like 30 minutes talking about it, because I just really had to get some stuff off my chest. Was really not happy about the way that game played out, but I was really happy of the way we were able to make it come down to the wire. Just wish we would have won it, because it feels like we stab ourselves in the heart every time. I was going through so many heart attacks during that, and then we scored, and it's like you get filled with so much self-hope, false hope, and then you just end up losing immediately after. And nothing against our defense. I love our defense. You can see throughout the year our defense has played great, but I believe in all 3 of the ranked games, our offense wasn't spectacular, and our defense kept us in it, but our defense did give up plays down the stretch that were the reason why we lost. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Now, USC's number 17. They're a pretty good team. And, we're number 21, by the way, which is pretty crazy. Do we deserve number 21? I don't know. Maybe you say that we do. I'm not entirely sure if we do. But, USC, what have they done so far? They blew out Michigan State. They lost to Illinois, but the real reason why they're ranked that high is because they blew out Michigan, who is right there, nipping at their heels, and Michigan would probably be higher if it weren't for USC doing that to them and kind of being that roadblock where it's like, well, you can't put them above them. But then USC went on the road at Notre Dame and didn't play great. I think USC has this thing where they play better when they're on the West Coast, when they're at their building in the Coliseum mainly. When they play there, they're a different team. I think they're better there, and you can definitely see in these games. Because, where were their losses? In South Bend, Indiana? In Illinois? And then where were all their wins? USC, except Nebraska, where they went on the road and were able to get one just a few weeks ago, where it felt like we were kind of saying, these Friday games are really interesting, but they did win that one, and then they just beat Northwestern in a Friday game. That Nebraska game might not have been a Friday game. I thought it might have been. If that wasn't a Friday game, scratch that. But Friday has just been so weird. As I'm recording this, Louisville just fell to Clemson. It just gets worse and worse for the ACC. Well, me and Jack will be sure to get into that one. We were just talking about how the ACC was really crumbling, but wild. So these Friday games are really wild. Now, this one is going to be at 2:30. Now, USC is kind of on a hot streak. Now, since losing to Notre Dame, they beat Nebraska on the road. They beat Northwestern at home. But I think this is what's scary to me, because Iowa is a good team, but when we're on the road, how have we done? Well, we destroyed Wisconsin, played pretty good against Iowa State. you could say that we're a pretty good road team, but USC, when they're at home, they play their best ball. Just look at what they did to Michigan. Crazy. And then when they go on the road to Illinois, who's not really sniffing the top 25 anymore, they end up losing. And even though USC took the lead in that game, like, Illinois had control, and eventually Illinois wins on a field goal. Illinois really played a great game. Illinois kind of saved their season with that, but then ended up losing their season later on. But you can definitely see, if you just look through these games, USC is better when they're playing at the Coliseum, it makes sense. But it's kind of reiterating what me and Jack kind of talked about when we talked about the Washington-Rutgers game, about how these West Coast teams play better when they're on the West Coast, because, I mean, when you're in the Big Ten and you're in that region, you got to travel all the way, and it sets up more opportunities for trap games because guys are tired. You get jet lag. You're going all the way across, and you're trying to play a noon game. That's why I like the Oregon game. They played them at 3:30. This one playing at 3:30 Eastern time, depending on where you are, but the official time is 3:30, I believe, in terms of Eastern time. So overall, this really is a chance for redemption because Iowa has lost so many ranked games. It's too many to count. I mean, I probably could count them. It's like 11 or something, but I'd rather not open that wound. I'd just like to close it with this one. This is the Band-Aid that we need to save our season. And also, they're going on the road at Oregon right after this. You think maybe they look ahead? I don't know. That would be the hope. I hope they do. Let's hope they do. But, like, USC is a good team. Jaden Mayava has been great. I haven't really talked about USC's players. Not bad. Jaden Mayava has been a great guy. And then, obviously, Mekhi Lemon is going to be one of those huge, highly touted draft picks in terms of wide receivers. He's been a baller. Lincoln Riley has certainly been a great coach in his years with Oklahoma and then USC, and I think they're really clicking with that system. They've just lost when they go cross-country, which is like, man, if we could have got him in Kinnick, who knows what would have happened in that one. But, I mean, we've lost at Kinnick twice now to top 10 teams, so, I mean, you can't even be mad at that. I will be, though. I'll be mad at it, regardless of how much I want to say, oh, it's okay. It's a top 10 team. Oh, I get it. That happens. Just like, but it just keeps happening over and over. And I don't know, the heartbreak, I just can't take it. So this is what we need. This is a Band-Aid. This is a Band-Aid opportunity. Now, we're going on the road, so it's going to be a little iffy. And how have we been when we go on the road to these Pac-12 teams? Because, I mean, every year we kind of split it. It's like you play one at home, you play one on the road, So now Iowa, they go on the road to USC. How did they do in their road Pac-12 sort of game? How did they do against their West when they went West to play a Pacific team in the Big Ten play? Well, they went on the road last year against UCLA with interim coach and lost. And UCLA started out 0-4 this year with, I don't know if it was the same coaching staff, but, like, not good. It was before, like Jerry Neuheisel really got, like, the reins. So, they weren't good then, and we lost to them. Not great. So I don't know how we managed to do that. Would have liked to have that one last year. So we haven't been the best. And also, they weren't good. Like, this is a number 21. No, we're supposed to be number 21. I don't know if I buy that. I love us, but I don't know. This is supposed to be the number 17 team in the country. I don't know if you buy that. I don't know if you buy that we can go in there and win. Now, I would hope so, obviously. But we notoriously don't do good in ranked games, and I just don't feel good about these games. I just wanted to win so bad, so it's hard to have any confidence. I mean, just making this video, I don't like it because I'm going to struggle to watch this game because I just am not happy with the way that our season has gone. But, hey, let's not act like we're doing bad, though. I mean, Minnesota just got blown out by Oregon. I mean, could be worse. Could certainly be worse. We could be Wisconsin. Hey, but Wisconsin has a ranked win. They just beat Washington. Wisconsin has a ranked win more recently than us. That hurts. That hurts a lot, especially when we beat them 31-zip or 37-zip, I think. That hurts. That's the type of thing where it's just like, how does that happen? Like, we're not bad. Like, why are we doing this? Why can't we ever beat ranked teams? Which is why you could maybe say an argument where it's just like, oh, Penn State doesn't really beat top 10 teams. Why would you put them in the top 10? Because they consistently don't beat those teams. It doesn't make sense. You could also say, hey, why put Iowa in the top 25 until they prove they could actually beat a top 25 team? It's like, why are they there if they can't even earn their spot? Because we just can't do that. Apparently, I would like if we could, but I mean, it feels like every year we're just waiting. And then this year is what sucks because we got Gronowski, transfer quarterback, South Dakota State, really talented, running, throwing. He's a great kid. He's great. I mean, I guess I don't know if I should call him kid. He's probably older than me, actually. But regardless, I mean, we're all kids at the end of the day. But, I mean, he's been great. But this is like the eligibility. Like, we needed this year with how good he's been. But, we are getting that transfer. Manny, I'll talk about that. But, like, this was the year for him, at least, that it's like, man, we needed to make a push this year. And you look at all those games, we could easily be 9-0. I'm not saying that we should be. I'm saying that we could be. So it kind of just hurts that that's the way the season has kind of gone. But this really is our chance to turn it around. I know I said that about the Indiana game, and I said that about the Oregon game. But this is like our last-ditch hope to try to save the season. Because if we lose this one, then beat Nebraska and Michigan State, and it's like, classic Iowa team, 8-4. Go to the Music City Bowl, go to the Outback Bowl. It's like, would have liked to do more bigger stuff this year. And it's okay that we didn't, but it just sucks because it's like we were right there. Like, it really felt like we had an opportunity to do it. If we were able to find a way to beat Oregon, which we did, like, offensively, we found a way to go down and score, and we did it, and we still lost. Defensively against Indiana, we had a huge interception, and then returned it pretty far to set up our offense to drain the rest of the clock and kick a field goal. And we still lose. It's just crazy, where it's just like, could have easily had these games that we're losing. And those were both at home. Like, now we have to go on the road, across the country, all the way to the Pacific Coast, and try to play in the Coliseum against USC? Like, I'm really worried about this one. Now, do I think we can win? Yes. Do I think we have the talent? Yes. Do I think we can compete with them? Yes. I do think that we can. I think we can do those things. It's just, not only are they a number 21 or a number 17 team in the country. I don't know. I keep saying that. They're number 17 team in the country. Not only that, but we're going on the road, and we got to go all the way across. And I know they're not as good as Oregon or Indiana. That's true. And they are better than Iowa State, though. I mean, at the time we played them, Iowa State was supposed to be good. Turns out they weren't. Thanks for continuously losing to make that look worse for us, Iowa State. Really appreciate that. But anyways, not only are we going across, but it's just like, they're going to take us seriously, you'd think, but they do have Oregon. You just hope that they're looking ahead. I don't know. I'm just hoping that we can find a way to beat them. That's the main thing. Because notoriously, we don't win ranked games. We had 2 great chances this season where we barely had it just in our midst, and we blew it. And those were both at home, so now we got to go on the road against another ranked team that plays great at home. Like, that's where they play their best football, undoubtedly. Like, they're a different team on the road. It's like when you play Washington in Husky Stadium compared to when you play them in the Midwest. It's just like, it's that type of deal where it's just like, man, like, as much as I want to say we have a great chance, which I think we do, I don't know. The team has kind of just killed my confidence. I don't want to be too hateful, but it's just like, I have trouble being hopeful about this game. I think that's what I'll say, because I've been hopeful every single game, and it's just every time that we end up getting let down in those games against ranked teams, I don't know, it just kind of chips at me a little bit, and then I'm just like, at this point, can we? I'm hoping that we do. For my sanity, I'm all right, but, I'd like for them to win one of these. That's the only thing, because it's like, these games are the most important. No, obviously, I'd like to win the other games. I like winning games. Winning games, pretty cool. I mean, there's teams, Sam Houston started the season, 0-9? UMass is 0-10. Like, I like to win games, obviously. Would I rather be UMass and be 0-10? No, obviously not. But it just sucks to win those types of games and then build up this reputation and build up this hope, build up this false sense of security, this false sense of hope, and then end up losing all the games that matter. I think that's what sucks the most. So all in all, I really do believe we can win this game. Like, I really do. I do think we can go across the country, and I think we can win it. I'm just worried if we're going to be able to show that on the field. I think we have the ability. I think we do have the talent. Like, we've played teams that were better than USC, and we played them really well. And you can make the argument we should have beat both of them. It just goes back to, how does this team respond from a loss? You look at how this team has responded from a loss throughout the year, and it's got a pretty good track record. Like, Iowa really does. After losing to Iowa State, just absolutely rocked UMass. Like, just desecrated UMass. I mean, we were talking about UMass, how they're 0-10, so I'm not going to act like that's extra impressive. But what happened after we lost to Indiana? Well, you immediately go on the road at Wisconsin, 37-0. This is a team that has the type of discipline that responds well from a loss. It's given in our track record. Just look at our schedule. Look at the game each time after they lose. So now, after you lose at home in heartbreaking fashion against Oregon, now you go on the road against USC. how are these guys going to perform? Because every time we've played after a loss, we've always outshined, outperformed, and played great. Now, that's what I'm hoping. I'm just gripping onto anything I can here, just gripping onto some loose strings, hoping we can find a way to win because I want to win this game. I really do. And I think this is going to be huge for our season. Also, we still have a chance to get to 10 wins, by the way, if you really think about it, right? Picture this, right? Iowa wins out. Iowa goes 9-3 and we win our bowl game. 10 wins right there. There's 10 wins. So we'll see what ends up happening. I hope we can beat USC. I think USC is a great team. I think they're a great competitor in the Big Ten. It's crazy because they're still Pac-12 to me, but whatever. They're Big Ten. They're a great competitor in this conference, but I think we can go on the win and do it. I just really want to see it happen. So I think like Iowa State, I'm like, yeah, I think we can go on the road and do it. Indiana, yeah, I think we have the ability to win this game. Oregon, I think we have the ability to win this game. It's like USC, I'm saying the same thing. I just really want to see it done on the field. I just really want to see this Iowa Hawkeyes football team really finally get it done against a ranked team for the first time in 4 years. This is the Ben Buzz. I'm Benny King, and thanks for tuning in to Hawkeye State of Mind.